Good morning, everyone, and happy Tuesday. It is Julie here with your TipRanks pre-market morning update, where we're bringing you everything you need to know before the market opens. So let's get into it. Alright guys, welcome back and thank you all so much for being here. This morning we'll be taking a look at exciting stock market news, notable earnings reports, and which stocks are the morning's biggest gainers and losers. Just before we get into all of that, I want to share with you the launch of a great new resource on TipRanks with our ETF research tool. From the TipRanks homepage, under the Research Tools, you'll now find ETFs, including top ETFs by AUM. Here you'll find a list of nearly 7,000 ETFs, and if you click on one of the ETFs, you'll see further details, such as the pricing charts and other important metrics, analyst forecasts, which include all analyst ratings on all of the stocks within the ETF, and you can see the stocks with the highest upside or lowest downside potential. You can also see the list of holdings within the ETF and other important things like their average dividend. And that, of course, is a very high-level overview. There will be a link in the description down below with further details on the tool, and I encourage you to go check it out yourself on the TipRanks website. Now let's get right into this morning's exciting stock market news. And the green continues today with U.S. stock futures on the rise. Currently, Dow futures are up 0.31%, S&P 500 futures up 0.38%, and NASDAQ futures up 0.49%. Meta Platforms is moving full steam ahead towards artificial intelligence as they put together a top-level group with a focus on that area. Mark Zuckerberg said that we're starting by pulling together a lot of the teams working on generative AI across the company into one group focused on building delightful experiences around this technology into all of our different products. Their short-term focus will be on creative and expressive tools, while in the longer term, they'll focus on building AI personas that can help people in a variety of ways. The Meta stock is currently rated a strong buy with an average upside of about 27%. Walt Disney's special Florida district, Reedy Creek, has now come under state control. The Reedy Creek Improvement District was created back in 1967 and enabled Disney to make its own planning and zoning decisions on which the Walt Disney World is located. The company was granted various exemptions from regulations, taxes, and fees due to this. But now Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has signed a bill that will give Florida state control over the district. Analysts currently rate the Disney stock a strong buy with an average upside of 26%. And shares of AMC jumped up over 22% yesterday ahead of their earnings tonight and a conversion injunction hearing date set for their APE units. A Delaware judge agreed to hold a preliminary injunction hearing in late April to block the conversion of AMC's APE units into common shares. The APE units fell 5% yesterday. The injunction hearing is set for April 27th. This injunction hearing follows a class action complaint filed last week where the plaintiffs accuse AMC and its board with violating Delaware General Corporation Law and breaching fiduciary duties. Analysts currently rate the AMC stock a moderate sell with an average downside of 57%. Now moving over to notable earnings reports. In the after hours today, we will be hearing from AMC, Rivian Automotive, Ross Stores, HP, and Novavax. In the pre-market this morning, we've heard from Advanced Auto Parts and AutoZone, both beating on earnings and revenue. We've also heard from retail giant Target. Their stock is up slightly after an easy earnings beat, but some cautious future guidance. Looking forward, they're expecting their fiscal 2023 comparable sales to have a wide range from low single-digit decline to low single-digit increase. They reported Q4 earnings per share of $1.89, beating expectations by 49 cents per share, and revenue of $31.4 billion was up just over 1% year-over-year and beat expectations by $670 million. Analysts currently rate their stock a moderate buy with an average upside of 9.5%. Norwegian Cruise Lines is down slightly this morning after they posted mixed results with a miss on earnings. Their revenue did increase over 200% year-over-year to $1.52 billion, beating expectations by just $20 million, while their earnings per share was a loss of $1.04, which was 20 cents wider than expected. Analysts currently rate their stock a hold with an average upside of 10%. And Kontoor Brands, the parent company of Lee and Wrangler clothing, is jumping up this morning, up over 7% after their earnings beat. Their Q4 earnings per share of 88 cents came in 21 cents ahead of estimates, and revenue of $731.9 million grew 7.5% year-over-year, beating expectations by over $65 million. For the year, they're expecting their revenue to increase at a low single-digit percentage. Their stock is currently rated a moderate buy with an average upside of nearly 14%. A couple highlights from the after hours last night include Zoom Video. Their stock is on the rise after an earnings beat despite mixed future guidance. Their Q4 earnings per share of $1.22 beat expectations by 40 cents per share, and revenue of $1.12 billion beat by $20 million. For their first quarter, they're expecting to earn between 96 and 98 cents per share. They said that they're still dealing with a macroeconomic situation that continues to negatively impact our overall growth. Analysts currently rate their stock a hold, with a lot of those ratings coming in today and an average upside of 12%. And then we have Warren Buffett's sweetheart, Occidental Petroleum. Their stock is down ever so slightly this morning after their earnings miss. They reported a Q4 earnings per share of $1.61, which was 22 cents shy of estimates. The company also announced a $3 billion share repurchase program and a 38% increase to their dividend. Analysts currently rate their stock a moderate buy with an average upside of 23%. Now let's take a look at which stocks are the morning's biggest gainers and losers. And the majority of our market movers this morning are related to their recent earnings report. On the gainer side, we have Revolution Medicines, who came out with better than expected results. Trading under the ticker RVMD, their stock is up 19%. They're followed by Progeny under PGNY, up nearly 16%, and Shift4 Payments under FOUR, up 9.8%. And on the flip side of that, our biggest losers are led by Adapt Health, who did not exceed their earnings expectations. Trading under the ticker AHCO, the stock is down 19.8%. They're followed by Olaplex Holdings under OLPX, down about 16%, and ThoughtWorks Holdings under TWKS, down over 10%. So that is going to be everything for Tuesday's pre-market morning update, getting you up to speed with what you need to know before that opening bell. If you made it to the end of today's video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, share this video with your other market-minded friends, and say good morning in the comments. I always love hearing from you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you back here in March.